Reaching Cayman's ambitious target to have 70% of energy from renewables by 2013 is getting a step closer. Cayman 27's Caroline James is here to explain how. Caroline?
OfReg Kafara, the utilities regulator, has made an extra megawatt of capacity available to CUC. That's for its Consumer Owned Renewable Energy program. So how does this latest move benefit Cayman and help to meet that 70% renewables target? As CUC President Richard Hugh told me, it boils down to a greener Cayman in the long run.
You know, many of our customers have been waiting for this release so that they can place their renewable energy sources, connect to our grid and help CUC meet some of the targets.
CUC's President and CEO Richard Hugh says OfReg's approval of an additional megawatt and his company's plans to utilise it proves their commitment to that goal of 70% renewable energy by 2037.
Ambitious goals that have been set, both under its own integrated resource plan and actually at the national level, the national energy policy.
Customers who have their own solar panels can use this extra capacity to connect to the grid, which brings its own advantages, according to Mr. Hugh.
They can produce electricity to use clean electricity in their homes and benefit from remaining interconnected to the grid and having that reliable service, main service provided by CUC.
And for the bottom line on that fuel bill,
as well as being greener, lower cost is always music to our customers' ears.
Consistency of supply should also mean savings for customers.
The other main benefit is a stable cost as well. A few years ago, we ran as high as 28 cents on diesel.
Mr. Hugh says that with renewables, Cayman will also be less vulnerable to outside factors that cause price fluctuations in the global fuel market.
With the renewables, investment will be local, the equipment will be here, the costs are pretty much up front, the investment costs of the solar farm, and so we can stabilize the costs as well, so that's a good benefit.
And a reminder, that goal is 70% of energy from renewables by 2037. So how do the numbers measure up? Well, with this latest addition for the core program, 9 megawatts are now available for rooftop solar. That is small consumer-owned renewables. There's an extra 5 megawatts available at the Bodden Town solar farm, and that makes 14 megawatts in total on the system. Now, peak demand is about 105 megawatts, so solar represents 14 out of 105. That's 13%. So while Cayman's usage of solar energy expands, there's also room for other renewable energy sources, Kafara, in the mix to meet that target. And according to the latest data from the Economics and Statistics Office, only 1.1% of households use a form of renewable energy.